Hi Virgo, so this is going to be your mid-month October 2017 readings. They're going to be a bit shorter than normal, and they're going to be done differently. I'm going to be using angel cards. Just substitute the word angel or divine for whatever it is you believe in. Uh, I believe in the universe. The universe is all abundant. It holds everybody's needs and wants in it. Holds everybody's God in there. Your belief is your belief, and you have the right to it. Nobody has the right to judge you for that. Uh, and I use Namaste a lot. Namaste means the God within me recognizes the God within you and respects it. Uh, I do have strong Aquarius, so I am humanitarian, and I don't like to pass judgment on people. Virgos, there was a Virgo who left a comment about viewing. I don't watch other videos due to the fact of well, just it's mainly because it's hard to explain. It's because I know what's out there, and I don't want to negatively influence myself. Uh, when you left that comment, I did like go online and I looked at other people, and I really wish I didn't do that. It upset me a great deal. It's why I even started crying, because the reason I came back, and I do this voluntarily, I've been off and on YouTube for about 3 years now. I was guided to do it. And the reason I came back was because it was quite upsetting to me seeing people out there. It's a predator prey thing happening out in the world. People will take advantages of other people's vulnerabilities, and as far as love is concerned, people are out there throwing around the soulmate and twin flame relationships, and that's predator prey. They're preying on humanity's vulnerability, and the most vulnerable thing and the most uh, precious gift you have in life is love. Uh, it's not that I don't believe that people should be doing that. It's just that I don't believe in the same things as them. I believe soulmates come in all forms. I believe they come in the form of friends, family members, siblings, dogs. I believe my soulmate is my father. He's a Capricorn, and he's my stepdad. He came into my life when Saturn was activated in my chart. And because I have multiple signs in my chart, uh, I got pretty much all of them throughout my chart. He came into my life when I was a child, and it was when Saturn was activated, as I said, and it was activated in Taurus. Taurus is my North Node. Uh, so he came into my life, and I've had Saturn in my chart ever since Taurus. The only time I've had a break from Saturn was when it was in Libra, and I didn't even really get a break because I do have a lot of asteroids in Libra. Um, that year was a year, the only year where I was physically out of. I was physically like I wasn't mobile. I had all my ribs broken. I had a steel bar in it, but I did meet the right people, which is Libra partnership. The only person who could fix my ribs lived in the province I lived in. And he's the only guy in Canada that did the surgery. So, I mean, like everything happens for a reason. You know what I mean? My father, being my soulmate, and I do believe he's my soulmate, taught me um, how to use Saturn, um, taught me how to maintain Saturn. And I would have not been able to make it through my life without my father. Uh, as far as like the love relationship thing goes, it extraordinarily upsets me that people are out there breaking up families and relationships, and you guys need to be very careful about what you intake. I don't want to start crying, but some of these people have no right to be out there ruining families and relationships. There's always a solution to a problem. If cheating has occurred in a relationship, well, then it's not as simple as somebody being a douchebag. It's quite complex. There's psychology involved in that and human behavior involved in that, and there is a solution to that. And both parties had a say, and they both did something in it, whether people want to hear that or not. It is true. I do study psychology. I have a lot of certifications in psychology and consumer behavior and marketing and psychology in marketing and psychology and consumer behavior. And my energies are humanitarian. Um, and I do not have energies in my chart that can cause harm. Uh, Everybody can cause harm. You know what I mean? But like I have Aquarius, Mars, and Venus, and that's a humanitarian. That's also people see the Five of Swords and they misconstrued the interpretation of the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is a card of victory. That is the Mars Aquarius energy. It's ruled by Saturn. It's Uranus. It's unexpected. It is the humanitarian. Those people are very detached. They do not get mad. In fact, these are the people that will make you upset because they don't get upset. They get very detached. They'll let you yell at them, and they'll even be like, "Are you okay now? Do you feel okay now? Like, do you get it out of your system?" Where it's a complicated energy to have, but it is an energy of change and it's victorious. If you notice in that card, there's 5 people and one stands, and that reason why that one person stands is because they've considered all avenues, and they do what's humanely right. So it's in the best interest of all parties, and that's not usually something that people like. That's why that energy is hard, and it can be. Jay-Z has this energy, and Jay-Z actually has he's a Sagittarius sun with a Mars and I believe Venus, Mercury as well. So it's you can kind of see that energy in him, and there's a few other people that have it as well. They're very good at seeing through. That's their natural gift. They're very good at seeing through people's emotions. They can take them apart. Okay, so we got one card for you guys. Yours is going to be longer because I just did that big spiel, but I was quite upset when I went out there and I seen some of the videos out there. People are like dubbing themselves as like prophets, or like higher learning, higher knowledge. They're giving themselves titles that like I don't know where they're getting this stuff from. Like only like God himself or the universe, like I don't understand a lot of these people out there, but it's okay because Saturn's moving into Capricorn, so things will be made right. We have the Helper of Action, and the card says, "You're blessed with many wonderful things to do. It would be great if you could take the time to make a plan first, but you probably don't have the time. So get busy, follow your instincts, and have fun. You or someone you meet is very self-assured, capable, and enthusiastic, and can do anything with a smile." And Virgos, you guys can do anything. You're Virgos. And I've said it before. There's that saying, anything you can do, I can do better. That's a Virgo. They can do it better. It's their gift. You guys, it's interesting. This guy looks like a Navy guy, but when I touched the card, I just had a flash of crows. And crows are actually associated with the magician, Virgo, spirit wise. You might want to look into that, the spiritual meaning of crows, because I had an image of crows. Like I have 2 crows. It is associated with Virgo though, and it's weird because this guy looks like he's from the Navy. The next card we have is the 6 of Wands. Sorry guys, I'm still a little off from what I've seen out there in the world. It scares me. It does scare me. We have the Chariot. And we have the Lovers. Ooh. You guys have a choice here, a decision. There is the 6 of Wands. which means you're going to be victorious at anything you guys decide to do, Virgos. Okay, you need to stay true to your path. This is also talking about some of you Virgos. Okay, some of you Virgos can't be concerned about okay, whatever you're going to do, you're going to be victorious. It does say that. All right. Uh, but what the cards are also telling me, and I read energies, uh, the cards are tools for me to harness in on a vibration. That comes from my chart. That has a lot to do with where my Pisces sits. My Pisces sits with it's spelled Pallas. These are also people that can't really do harm. It's just uh, they can bring about change, but they can't really do harm. And I have a lot of Cancer where my planets sit. They sit in Cancer, and that gives me my abilities as well, ancestors, and protected through ancestry. But this card is talking about whatever you're doing, you can't do it for fame and fortune. It has to be done uh, from a sense of purity. It is saying that there has to be a sense of purity here. And I go over this a lot, Virgos. You guys have purity. Uh, and lately I have been concerned. I don't know why. I get this vibration where it's like your purity is being attacked somehow. Okay, and what you need to understand is that, okay, I'm going to use metaphor here with the devil. The devil is highly intelligent, okay? And the way he comes at you is a slow, methodical method. And uh, he comes and gets you through your mind. He messes with your mind. He traps you through your mind, which leads to trapping you through your emotions. Your emotions get off balance here. You're refusing to face some emotions here, I'm getting. For some of you guys, it's like you're refusing to deal with past emotions from a past relationship. And for some of you, I'm seeing that. Uh, for some of you guys, it's like you're almost losing your motivation to do something. I'm not sure what it is, but the cards are saying you're going to get that drive back to push forward. You are going to get that. The lovers here is it has many meanings. Uh, for you guys, this is coming up as a choice, a decision you have to make in some manner. You have to. Okay, Virgos, I am getting that. Okay, it's funny because I did that big spiel in the beginning, and it's about love that I was talking about. All right, like some people say they're light, and they're not light. They're working for dark. All right, and they don't know it because the devil's quite intelligent. He'll fool you in the mind. All right. And my concern is some of you guys have a good relationship, and this has come up before for Virgos. I believe since I've come back, it's come up quite a bit for you guys that you have people interfering in your relationship, forces at play here that are trying to prevent you from staying together or getting together, one or the other. And they're going to be doing this through emotions. All right. So this is like if somebody's out there and you're watching videos and somebody's telling you that somebody's cheating on you, it's saying, okay, this is why I was upset when I seen some of these videos out there. They're destroying people's lives. They have no right to do that. All right, so you need to consider things. You really need to think about that because if people are saying that, then they're planting seeds in your head that are gonna create the exact situation that you're fearing. I am seeing crows. I don't know why I'm seeing crows still. You have some choices and you have some decisions to make, and these choices and decisions that you have to make is for your emotional well-being. Okay, you have great wisdom and knowledge, you guys do. You haven't tapped into it yet fully, though. Okay, we have the Ace of Swords, which is clarity. You're going to be given clarity. Well, on the Lovers, you got the King of Wands. So you may have a fire sign that's coming in that you have a decision over. Uh, okay, and for some of you guys, this is talking about that this person is not. This person has used emotional manipulation against you in the past. So you're going to have to really be logical about your decision here. This is not something that I can say personally, what your decision is, but your mental well-being, your mind is your most valuable tool, okay? You have to protect what you allow into it. So if somebody's making you an offer and they're not healthy, okay, well then you can't accept that. All right? Like, this for some of you guys, I am picking up a specific vibration of this King of Wands has used emotional manipulation against you, and he's coming back. He's making a comeback. And for each of you, it'll be different. Uh, for me, I already know who this is. This situation's already played out for me. I don't know about you guys. For all of you, it'll be different. It could be a friend. It could be a sibling. It could be a boss. You might have a choice to move. For some of you guys, this is talking about going in, being pushed, making the choice to push forward and move forward more so into, I don't want to say the limelight, but it's like instead of being the bookworm Virgo, it's like we've gone over this. Your opinions matter. You have solutions, not problems. All right? That's what you're looking for. Okay, so if you're getting information in from people that are causing problems, well, then that's unhealthy for you, and you need to remove those people from your life, and you need to sway more towards people that are providing you with solutions and not problems. I got this really intense energy and a very serious energy happening right now. I'm not really a serious person. It's quite weird. Uh, okay, so what I'm getting is this is like we're going back to this whole, okay, some of you Virgos are really, my concern is for you is like I said, the purity. You're swaying here. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what else, who has what in their chart, but you're being swayed here. Good, bad, good, bad, good, bad. And what I'm seeing is I'm seeing I've seen Lord of the Rings. Oh my god, this is gonna get weird, you guys. Okay, so Frodo? I believe that's the main character's name, right? Frodo. Uh, okay, the ring that he had was a heavy burden, and every time he put that ring on, he was tempted by the dark forces to come to that side, and he really had to fight it. He really had to fight it, and he could when the ring came off. Okay, he's seen things clearly, but he was still left with some damage from it. Some of you guys could have dealt with a narcissist here, and this narcissist has really screwed up your mind, and you're now you now okay. Some of you guys, this guy's gonna make a comeback, and you need to protect yourself from them. All right. For some of you guys, this is like a friend that who could very well be a narcissist that's making a comeback. Like I am seeing the Hobbit, Lord of the Rings. I'm seeing the ring being put on and taken off. Okay, so this is also like being tempted by money here, fame and fortune. I am seeing that. Okay. Uh, okay, if that's your main goal, your main task, that is when the ring comes on. All right, dark forces are at play. You need to ensure what you're doing is really what your calling is. You're doing it for the right reasons for the people. You know what I mean? Like, it's not for self. I think we went over this in the monthlies about interior ego and exterior ego. Your ego needs to come from the interior, not the exterior. So this means like not investing. Okay, who did I talk about this with? Pisces. For some reason it came up in Pisces. This is like, okay, you need to be making practical sound decisions here. Okay, and practical sound decisions is like, I'm a very practical person. I got some earth in my chart. I do have a Virgo rising. It's like when you make a move, all right? Uh, there are other things that you have to consider when you do something. There's always, every action has a reaction, and there's also consequences for it. Uh, it's like, okay, so if you buy a house, right? Most people want a big house. They want tall ceilings, cathedral ceilings, open concept, right? The tall ceilings give the appearance of, it makes them feel superior somehow. Uh, a big house, it's not practical. You don't need it. Like, you're wasting money. Like, that's money that, like, to me, it's like, why don't you just put that money on a toilet paper roll and wipe your butt with it? Because you're literally crapping out money, like wasting money with a house like that. It's too big for you. You don't need it. I don't know why I'm getting this. This is so weird. Okay, but a practical decision, if you're making a move, you need to consider, if you get a house like that, one, okay, hot air rises, cold air settles. All right, so that means your house is never going to be heated properly. Your heating bill is going to be up the yin yang because the hot air will always rise, and because you have such tall ceilings, the hot air is just going to settle at the top, and cold air is going to get pushed down. Okay, this is nature, right? It's like positive and negative. The cold air will settle to the bottom. The house will always be cold. You're literally you're wasting money in that sense. That's a practical, like, people don't think about that when they're purchasing a house. I'm sure Virgos do. Okay, like, you need to consider these things. Like, you understand what I'm saying? It's just an example. Okay, I just pulled two more cards. We got the Five of Cups and the Star. So it's like hope and renewal. It's healing too, right? You need healing. There's some sort of healing here for you guys. Emotional healing. All right. The Six of Wands. I don't know why. Whenever I'm looking at the Six of Wands, I'm getting this like very very serious, very like not good. It's not good. And what I'm getting is like, I don't know what it is. Somebody's screwing with you here, man. They're screwing with your mind. And you need to be very careful because it's emotionally, it's draining you. There's hope and renewal here, all right? And it's talking about humanitarian. So it's like, whatever you do, you need to ensure that you're doing it for the people, and not for yourself. You know what I mean? It's talking about being selfless, not selfish. All right. I don't know why I'm so serious. And we have the three. I just looked. We have the Three of Wands, and this is like spirit talking to you. It's like you're getting a talking to by spirit. All right, they're giving you a heads up. They're not very happy right now. There's some sort of manipulation here happening. Somebody used manipulation, and there's going to be consequences for it. And okay, like you can see, This person's his back is faced, like, and then these two are talking to them. And if you look at their faces, they're not happy. I don't know why I'm getting this very serious energy here. They're not happy. Some of you guys, you have new opportunities. It is talking about movement happening here and being successful and pushing forward. But it's saying once you learn to maintain your emotions and come from your heart center, it has to be pure. You've got to come from purity here. Once you understand that, you can move forward. You will succeed. All right. Obstacles will be taken out of your direction. If I'm seeing emotional manipulation, if it's being done to you or you've done this to somebody, well, there's going to be consequences for that. And it is going to happen. There's nothing you can do to avoid it. There's a lesson that needs to be learned here, and it's going to be learned regardless of this person wanting to or not, or you wanting to or not. It goes vice versa, right? There is a trip here, movement happening. There is healing energy happening here. Um, there's also a sense of, I'm seeing gears, things being reworked and reorganized. We all have free will. Uh, the universe will allow you to do what you want when you want it. But however, the universe is like your mother, and your mother will put her foot down and she will hold you accountable. So it's like the universe will hold you accountable. Every action, there's a reaction. There's a sense here, Virgos. Yours is way longer. You're gonna have to you have to make movement here. You have to push forward. You do have to make difficult changes, and there's a sense here of denial. You're gonna have to come into some, okay, it's like the grieving process happening here is what I'm getting. And in the grieving process, there's, I don't know if you're facing some fear that you have or somebody around you is, but they're in a denial process. And denial, you got to grieve. You got to come to terms with the truth. When you see the truth, truth hurts. It'll tick you off, man. And then after it ticks you off, you got to heal. All right, like you go through the grieving process. You cry. You get angry. You go into denial, like it's not happening. This isn't true. This isn't fact. You know what I mean? That's not me. That's not who I am. You know, like if you gotta face facts here, because like the universe wants you to heal and move forward, and until you can do that, you can things are just going to keep replaying over and over again. There's some sense of fear of like you're being stuck in a situation and it's happening over and over again, and it may be due to outside influences affecting you, or it's some sort of negative trait that you have that you're doing, and it's affecting other people in a negative way, but it's actually doing you more harm than it is doing to others, because others can see what you're doing and you can't, or you may be seeing what others are doing, and it's the vice versa. Whatever you're concerned about will be set right, but there is some sort of fact here of where you got to make the changes happen, and you got to go through a denial process is what I'm getting. The grieving process. The next card, I'm just pull one extra. This is way longer. The next card we have is the Three of Abundance. It says your passions will lead you to divine life purpose. Do what you love and have confidence in your talent. Learn everything there is to know about the interest by taking classes, getting a mentor, or teaming up with like-minded people. Allow your creativity to soar. You have to be emotionally balanced in order to do this. You got to You got music here. Music is quite healing. And there's a viewer out there where she wrote a message about squirrels, and I had seen a squirrel too. And what's interesting is the next day I found a YouTube channel, and it has the picture of that squirrel from the movie Ice Age on there, and it's all music. I'll try to post the name of that channel below, and it's pretty cool music that they have there. They mash up videos from like different eras, and they combine them together with the music. It's quite cool. For some of you guys, this is talking about you really have to be true to yourself here, Virgos. There's a sense here of like you're watching. I'm still getting like other people, and you don't realize that you need to, your creativity needs to stem from you. You can't do it the way other people do it. Like the star doesn't shine because it's like everything else. It shines because it's separate, which means it doesn't do things the way other people do it. It's also Aquarius, which is Saturn, and it's Uranus. It's the unexpected. And if you want to be famous or whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, you have to be true to yourself and be who you are. And if you're doing things differently, well, then you need to respect that and do it that way. All right, Virgos, this is going to be the end for your reading. Way longer. I'm picking up on a negative energy, and I'm not liking it. I'm finding that quite interesting. Anyhow, namaste. I'm sending you guys lots of love and light, and hopefully this helped you out. Ciao for now.